Okay, hi, I'm Dorothy Vernon. Let's just introduce ourselves. So, I am a freshman at Iowa State and I am a apparel design major.
Hi, I'm Ana Orescanin. I am currently a junior in the apparel design program, also a design major.
Okay, cool. So, just let's talk about transitioning into Iowa State. So, you're a transfer student and I came directly from high school. So, let's just talk about like what that process of transitioning into Iowa State was like for both of us. So, do you want to start?
So I first went to DMAC in Ankeny for 2 years in their fashion program. Um, and the transition was pretty good. Iowa State did good, like helping me out with any questions and stuff because it was a big transition from the DMAC program was like maybe 60 people all together and stuff like that. So coming into this huge program was scary, but they made it pretty easy and I love the program in general, so it was
Right.
nice.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, for me it was easy transition too. I'm from Ames, which is where Iowa State is, so it was pretty natural for me. And I had heard about their apparel program through like different events I had had over the years, so it was pretty easy. So, why did you choose Iowa State's apparel design program? Or like, did you always plan to transfer to Iowa State, or did it just like happen?
So I guess in some way I did always know that I wanted to go to Iowa State after DMAC just because I've heard so many good things about the program and I knew I wasn't ready to leave to like New York or California yet, especially coming from just a small community college.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go to Iowa State where it was at least closer to home and then maybe eventually when I do my master's go to a different school in a bigger state and stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I was like, "Ooh, I could go to school in like New York or Los Angeles, but I just want to stay close to home." I feel like that's why a lot of people choose Iowa State, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good
Plus,
school.
they make it such a good transition if you do go to New York or California because they have such great connections and stuff.
Right,
So
exactly.
that's
Like
what, like, yeah,
it's the same like education. Iowa State's like one of the best fashion schools and it's like right in a lot of people's home states or close by. So, okay, so why did you pick design instead of like merchandising or
So I'm a first generation student, so I didn't know much about college in general when I went to high school. And I went to a high school that didn't have like a lot of artistic programs. We had like one fashion class for textiles, and that was like it. I didn't even know that
Mhm.
there was like a fashion major until I went to DMAC. And then I just picked like a couple random classes. But my first ever like fashion class at DMAC was this design concepts class, like an illustration class. And I just instantly fell in love. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is what I've loved ever since I was little. And then I figured out that there was Iowa State, and then it just kind of led from there.
Right, I'm the same. I didn't really know about the design program at Iowa State. I always thought I wanted to do like art or something like that. But my mom saw how much I loved fashion. She was like, "Are you sure you don't want to do fashion?" So I looked into it and I was like, "Oh, this is actually a really cool program. I didn't know about this." Yeah. So what's your favorite class been at Iowa State?
I have to say, hands down, 278, the fashion illustration class. I absolutely love it. If I could retake it, I would because I
Yeah,
love
I'm
it.
doing it next semester. I'm in 178 right now, so like
Yeah,
the beginner fashion illustration, and it's a super fun class.
I
Yeah, I
love it. You're
love
gonna
it.
love it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, what would your dream job be?
I would love to do something with illustration for a company, like creative director, anything like that. I know I definitely want to go to New York or California where it's a bigger like market to pick from with jobs and stuff, but I definitely want to do that and definitely probably for like wedding dresses or gowns.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I want to do illustration too, because like I said, like I originally thought art, so I like the drawing aspect, I like the creating aspect of it, but I'm much more like ready to wear type of stuff than wedding gowns, but that's awesome. That is, yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, I
So
love ready to wear too. Yeah.
yeah, I mean all of it's it's just fun. Have you had any internships yet?
Not through Iowa State. I did have two through DMAC. Um, so at the DMAC program is more towards merchandising. So my
Mm-hmm.
first internship I just did with my job at Walmart for management and things like retail and stuff like that with the store manager. My second internship was at a boutique in downtown Des Moines called Wonderlust, where I just learned the process of owning your own boutique and things like that.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you have any advice for students thinking about transferring to Iowa State or like just general college advice?
Um, Definitely, like I said, I started off not knowing anything. I didn't think I could even get into school or do anything with it because I was a first generation. My parents came from Europe, so they didn't know much about the school program here and how it works. So honestly, just like if you just don't give up, you'll get there. And like sometimes I know a lot of people start in high school with fashion or middle school and stuff. Like I actually started from my freshman year in college, and I feel like in these past 2, 3 years, I've gone further than I ever thought I could. So
Right.
it's just about trying
Yeah.
and doing everything you can to get to that dream.
Yeah, no, I'd say the same. I think a lot of people come into our major thinking that they need to already like be
Yeah.
perfect at everything. They already need to know how to sew and illustrate, but like that's really not the case at all. They do a really good job of easing you into it. And it's like the end of my first year as a fashion student, and I already like know how to do a lot of the
Yeah,
things
yeah,
that I
yeah.
never thought like I would be able to. So yeah, that would be my advice too. Just like you can do
Yeah,
the
you
major.
can
It's
do it.
really
Literally,
like,
if you just put your head in it, you can do it. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Okay, thank you so much for
Yeah, of course. Thank
doing this
you.
with me.